Everybody. Hey, speaking of the 4th of July, food specifically, you might be planning to fire up the grill. We're going to do a little bit of that this morning. And if you are, you might not be aware, all kinds of different salts you can use when you throw things on the grill. What's going to make them stand out from the other foods, other things people are grilling up. Colonel D. Stewart, he is in with us today. He is going to talk about not only the salts, but what we're going to grill up. And you were featured in an article, some of the salts were.
Yes, very
so
nice.
let's start with what we're going to throw on the grill first. So let's start there, Colonel.
We're going to do some lamb chops, and we've taken our minty meat seasoning.
Minty meat seasoning.
Meat.
Okay.
Lamb seems to like mint
yeah,
quite a bit.
Yeah.
And it doesn't really care how you get it there. So we're going to do that. Put that on the grill. They cook very quickly. This is only like 4 minutes on each side. Okay.
Lamb cooks up that quickly?
It cooks up because this is one of the meats.
I've never grilled lamb before.
Well, this is one of the meats that you want to eat slightly on the rare side.
Okay.
No matter what your proclivity is for normally for meat. So about 4 minutes on each side. I've only got one burner going here, so it may take a little bit longer. Then when you're done, you take the lemon and squeeze it, and that's going to give you a little bit of acidity.
Okay.
Which is going to help kind of work into that meat, and it kind of gives it a nice tang.
Does it kind of help push the mint in, or is the mint?
A little bit.
Okay.
I mean, the acid is actually going to pull things down.
Gotcha.
So we'll, squeeze that and get a few drops on there. Ooh, they're sizzling. I love when they sizzle.
I do love the sizzle. Who doesn't love the sizzle?
And then
now let's talk about the salt. First of all, let's talk about the article first.
It was in Edible, Ohio.
Okay.
And it's all about salt. There is so much about salt. We carry over 40 different salts at our stores.
My goodness.
And you would think, well, salt is salt. No, that couldn't be further from the truth. Everyone is unique and distinct. And this one that we're using today, for example, Portuguese.
Yeah.
Very, very unusual salt. This is almost impossible to find.
And is it kind of like everything else, sort of all things in moderation? Because usually when we're talking about salt,
Absolutely.
frankly, we're talking about it's not healthy. It's that kind of thing.
And actually, when you put a rub on, when I was on with you the last time, we put a rub on a pork chop.
Sure.
There was salt in there, and that salt was there to pull. You were talking about pulling the flavors down into the meat.
Right.
That's what that salt's job is.
Okay.
Salt and sugar are there for that purpose and that purpose only. You're not seasoning the meat with the salt. You're using it for the science.
Okay.
And
all right.
Then we're going to sprinkle a little bit of this.
dropping some science on us this morning too. My goodness gracious.
Just a little bit of finishing salt. That's what the fleur de sal is. The French make a fleur de sel, which is flower of the sea. So the Portuguese, in order not to upset the French, call theirs fleur de sal.
Just to mix it up a little bit, sure.
Flower of the sun.
Flower of the sun.
Yeah, just a little thing there to kind of keep it straight and not get everybody all upset.
Well, while we got everything cooking over there, before we get too far along, people want to grill out, they want to make it special. All right, they want to come out, they want to get some fancy salts and every other thing.
Yep.
Talk about, you got a new location opened recently. Where can they come and see
Our new one is Fort Thomas, and it is open and swinging. We are having such a good time there. That's actually where our production takes place, so you can actually watch as the elves are back there busy making all of these crazy concoctions. And that's right in the heart of Fort Thomas. We're still at Findlay Market, of course. That's our original location. Jungle Gym at Eastgate and out in Florence.
Awesome.
So we try to get you covered, Cincinnati.
All right, Curly, it's always great to see you.
My pleasure.
I'm going to let that lamb grill up. I'm going to come back out. So we'll send you guys to break.